Everyone, welcome to NFL Talks on 99.5. My name is Saad Ali, along with my co-hosts Ayan and Jackson. Today, we will be discussing where do we think DeAndre Hopkins will land this offseason and our predictions for the season. So let's start with DeAndre Hopkins. I think he should go to the Jets.
I think you're heavily wrong here. He should definitely go to the Patriots.
He should definitely go to the Titans. They need a team to build around Derrick Henry.
The Titans are a run-first offense. He will not
they
fit
are not.
there.
You just contradicted yourself.
Before Derrick Henry, they were not. They were a pass-first offense.
But now that they have Derrick Henry, they're a run-first.
Yeah, I think the Titans is not a great option. Let me tell you why I think he should go to the Jets. They just made a big deal for Aaron Rodgers, and they have a big-time quarterback, but not much receiver depth, and they need a receiver if they're really going to contend for a Super Bowl this year, which they really hope to do. I think DeAndre Hopkins is the perfect piece to add for them that they can make a playoff push and make a deeper run in the playoffs.
I do agree that he's a good piece to add for them, but I think he's a better piece for the Patriots because he can be a mentor there for a relatively young team, as well as just help the team immensely.
First of all, the Patriots don't even have anyone to throw to him. They don't have a good quarterback. All they will have is DeAndre Hopkins. They have nobody else good on their team. They'll have to rebuild their entire team around DeAndre Hopkins.
Did Mac Jones just disappear?
Mac
I don't know where
Jones
Mac
That
Jones
will take
went.
multiple seasons to happen.
Mac Jones exists. I
Who
think
is that?
He's their quarterback.
Exactly. A no one.
I wouldn't
call Mac Jones a
Alabama
no one.
quarterback.
I wouldn't say he's a no one, but I do agree they probably need an upgrade at quarterback.
I think Mac Jones can develop fine if he gets.
But
So
what
you're
we're talking about here is DeAndre Hopkins needs a great quarterback. Mac Jones is a fine quarterback.
Brian
Ryan
Tannehill,
Tannehill is an
decent.
awful quarterback.
Mac
Is
Jones
an awful quarterback.
Brian Tannehill is decent.
Yeah, but he's
Mac Jones is
At his best,
Is he-
Ryan Tannehill is
he's
decent.
just down.
no.
At his
Mac
best.
Jones
He's
is
young. He has time to develop. Brian Tannehill is good at this time.
Ryan
then
Tannehill is
if
not good.
DeAndre
At his
Hopkins
best,
goes
Ryan
there.
Tannehill is decent.
okay. So if we're talking about DeAndre Hopkins, he's a great quarterback. Mac Jones is fine. Ryan Tannehill is decent at his best. Aaron Rodgers is an elite quarterback who's won back-to-back
old.
MVPs.
He's retiring in
And
the next
yet
4
he
years.
has still won back-to-back MVPs. That is exactly what DeAndre Hopkins needs to throw to. He had a young Deshaun Watson in Texas, in Houston, which was fine. It was not great. He had Kyler Murray, again, fine, not great. To really push them to the next level, the Jets need to sign DeAndre Hopkins. This is why it's a great landing spot for him.
But I think the Patriots are gonna push more for DeAndre Hopkins because they need him. The Jets don't need him.
No, but if you think about it, who is their other receivers that Aaron Rodgers is going to throw to?
When the
He
Titans
doesn't
had
have
A.J.
them.
Brown.
Garrett Wilson is still
When the Titans had A.J. Brown, they were a pass-first offense. They would always throw it to A.J. Brown or Julio Jones.
There was a reason Derrick Henry led.
If DeAndre Hopkins comes back, he will get the ball a lot more, like A.J. Brown and Julio Jones.
There was a reason Derrick Henry was the leading rusher in the NFL because they were a run-first offense, because he got so many touches. So DeAndre Hopkins is not needed in Tennessee. They like to run the ball. They want to run the ball.
They can be good without passing that much.
That's why Ryan Tannehill is a decent quarterback at his best because he doesn't need to throw because they have a good running game and they're a run-first offense. So DeAndre Hopkins adding them to the Titans isn't a great option.
Now, on that note, I think we should move on to predictions.
Yeah, so for predictions, let's start with a really controversial division. All teams had a losing record last season. Who in the world is going to win the NFC South?
Ooh, the NFC South. I think the Bucks might have a shot, you know? I think if Baker Mayfield can play decent.
Brady's gone. They're not.
I think if Baker Mayfield
Brady's
can play
gone.
decent,
Brady's gone.
their defense is good enough.
Yeah, no. Their defense is elite, and Baker Mayfield is a decent enough quarterback to fill the void of Tom Brady. He's not replacing Tom Brady. He's filling the void.
He's good enough to get it to Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, who are elite receivers.
And they still have Chris Evans and Mike Godwin.
Chris Godwin.
Sorry, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. On that note, though, I do still think that the Saints can pull this out. Their defense is really good, and they're not elite, but they're an underrated. They have an underrated defense. Derek Carr, although he does have the same skill set as Andy Dalton, he is miles better than Andy Dalton.
Before they got rid of 3 of their best players, they had the best defense in the NFL.
I think some of their best players are a bit overrated on the Saints.
Like who?
Marshawn Lattimore.
All right, on that note, Bucks and Saints winning the NFC South. Thank you for listening to our Sports Talk Radio. That is it.